No one expected that behind the glamorous images of public talker Mr. Pippi, who often appears alongside expensive supercars, thick stacks of money, or videos sharing wealth-building secrets, lies a sophisticated financial fraud scheme. Over 5,000 billion VND was embezzled, and 30 accomplices were prosecuted. This shocking case not only stirred public opinion, but also served as a wake-up call for young people about the traps of a glamorous, superficial lifestyle on social media. Images of hundreds of billions of VND in cash, dozens of supercars and land title deeds filling a room left many people astounded. Among the 131 land title deeds seized, there are 2 luxury apartments right in the center of Hanoi, each valued at hundreds of billions of VND. The Hanoi City Police confirmed that this is the largest financial fraud case in Vietnam's history in the fields of foreign exchange and securities. So, how was this case uncovered? Behind this were tireless days and nights of struggle by the authorities. The investigators had to follow the smallest traces, staying up all night to track down leads to dismantle a sophisticated online fraud network, one of the most complex and large-scale cases to date. Phó Đức Nam, born in 1994, is known by the nickname Mr. Pip, a name that is no longer unfamiliar on social media platforms. With a series of videos sharing financial investment tips, wealth-building secrets, and a luxurious lifestyle, he quickly attracted hundreds of thousands of followers. However, for more than 2 months now, Mr. Pip suddenly went silent, not posting any new content. This mysterious silence was only truly explained when news of the indictment of Hoptic Tokyo emerged, leaving many people astonished. Few people know that Nam is not only skilled in finance but also has an impressive educational background. He once received a full scholarship from a prestigious university in Singapore, which specializes in information technology.
After graduating, Nam returned to Vietnam in 2016 and quickly entered the financial sector. Initially, Nam, along with Le Cach Ngo, also known as Mr. Hunter, worked as an interpreter for a group of foreigners involved in the international securities field in Vietnam. However, just 2 years later, Nam began to have his own plans. He and this group built a system for international securities investment brokerage through a series of fake websites, creating about 24 fake international securities exchanges. These exchanges did not actually conduct real transactions, but were merely tools to manipulate and seize the assets of investors. With a polished appearance, captivating way of speaking, and stories of success and wealth, he quickly built trust with the online community. Many people trusted him and poured money into the investment schemes he introduced, hoping for a quick change in their fortunes. Behind those flowery words, there was only a meticulously calculated scam. This case is not only a major shock to the investment community, but also a wake-up call for anyone chasing the dream of getting rich quickly. Social media can be a tool for personal development, but it can also become a massive trap if we are not alert enough to discern the truth. Le Cach Ngo built a micro-network with 44 operational offices, where 1,118 employees take on various roles. In Hanoi, this system covers a total of 24 offices, mainly located in central districts such as Khao Giai, Nam Tu Liem, Quang Mai, and Tan Xuan. Not stopping there, 20 more offices were opened in the city. Ho Chi Minh City, Da Nang, and even Vuong and Bac Thuc San extended to Cambodia, Turkey, and Thailand, turning this network into an international-scale scam. The operation methods of these fraudulent activities are well organized. Nam and Ngo recruited employees, then divided them into various specialized departments such as advertising, marketing, customer service, which in reality were victims, the technical department, and the deposit and withdrawal support department. The team would be organized into small groups, each group consisting of 5 to 10 employees under the guidance of a team leader. They were not only trained in customer approach tactics, but also equipped with sophisticated scripts to lure victims into investing. Even without any knowledge of finance, securities, or foreign exchange, these novice employees still played the role of experienced experts. They used phones to scout potential customers in Facebook groups, Zalo, or approached them directly at events for entrepreneurs, those with financial capability. With skillful communication abilities, they made friends, got acquainted, and built trust before starting to introduce the macro financial market and million-dollar investment opportunities to captivate the customers. Once the victim is interested, the scam team will guide them to open an account and deposit money into Forex trading platforms that are actually fake. They are sophisticatedly crafted to look exactly like reputable platforms worldwide. To build trust, the staff in the network simultaneously pose as successful investors, create multiple Zalo accounts, and post images of big winning trades, flaunting huge profits in private groups. This trick targets the victim's greed, making them believe that this is an investment opportunity not to be missed. Step by step, the prey is drawn into the vortex of greed and psychological manipulation. They deposit money into the account, seeing their balance increase every day, unaware that everything is just a prearranged setup. Once enough money is collected, the system immediately disappears, leaving the investments to vanish in the blink of an eye. After the customers deposit money, the staff in the network immediately get involved. They proactively provide information to reassure about market trends, skillfully guiding investors to make transactions with very high financial leverage. Moreover, customers are restricted from taking profits or cutting losses within 3 minutes after placing an order, leaving them completely unable to control their accounts. When the trade order fails, the guides, from sales staff to leaders, immediately entice the victims to deposit more money with promises of recovering their capital. They offer a series of promotional programs and attractive bonus schemes, causing investors to fall into a psychological spiral of continuing to participate in order to recover what they have lost. Sweet words like just needing to deposit a small amount to reverse the market, or that this opportunity is one time only, make many people unhesitatingly transfer more money, unaware that they are falling into an inescapable trap. If customers intend to withdraw money, the scam process becomes even more sophisticated. The support team will immediately receive the withdrawal request, creating a professional impression. But in reality, they pass this information to the leaders who make the decisions. For small withdrawals, they will allow this to maintain trust. But if the customer wants to withdraw a large amount or intends to stop playing, Lidl will instruct the sales staff to approach them, persuading them to continue investing with promises of huge profits. At the same time, they may create difficulties and delay the withdrawal transaction so that the customer's account continues to be depleted until there's nothing left. It doesn't stop there. This network also sets up a micro-information transmission system to manipulate the victim's psychology. From sales staff, leaders, sales managers, to office managers, all use multiple fake accounts on Zalo, Telegram, and Viber. They set up countless investment groups with fancy names like Swift Smart Investment, Financial Strategy 4.0, and the Exclusive Expert Society, creating a professional image to deceive naive investors. They even impersonate financial experts and technical analysts. They read trading signals to create absolute trust. Some employees are tasked with pretending to be successful investors, boasting huge profits to stimulate the greed of newcomers. Once potential customers are identified, they will proceed to exploit personal financial information, thereby adjusting the enticement script accordingly. They take care of the victims in a way that no one expects, continuously texting, calling to check in, expressing concern, creating the illusion of having teammates by their side. This fake intimacy causes many people to let their guard down. They place absolute trust in the scam network only to end up trading away their entire fortune. The ringleaders do not stop at manipulating the victim's psychology, but also build an intricate command system. They set up groups on Zalo, Telegram with a professional appearance, continuously issuing trading orders for investors to follow. Once caught up in the cash flow, these victims often engage in transactions that quickly deplete their accounts, becoming even more sophisticated to increase the level of deception. They even rent offices right near the headquarters of the Ministry of Public Security and the Ministry of Defense. The purpose is not only to easily guide the victims when disputes arise, but also to create a solid facade to deceive the authorities. When necessary, they can invite investors to luxurious offices to reinforce trust, making them fall deeper into the inescapable trap. After collecting a huge amount of money from investors, the leaders immediately convert that money into personal assets. They splurge on supercars, yachts, real estate, foreign currency, flaunting a lavish lifestyle. But beyond just filling their greedy pockets, the ostentatious display serves a more frightening purpose, polishing their image and building trust with new prey. They don't just stop at direct fraud, but also employ sophisticated tricks to approach and attract investors. Some even create a personal image on social media with posts, videos, and e-courses on investing to share secrets of getting rich. Tactics like giving away free investment books, offering huge discounts, or even pretending to incur a 100% loss to gain trust are still systematically applied. Among them, some have set records with large-scale international stock and forex scams. They create an extremely glamorous image, constantly flaunting money, luxury cars, and a lavish lifestyle, dazzling many people. On social media, they appear in expensive designer clothes, driving multi-million-dollar cars, creating the impression of a successful financial expert. This makes many people admire and trust them, unaware that behind that facade is a sophisticated scam machine. Their investment tutorial videos and live stream sharing experiences attract hundreds of thousands, even millions of views. They frequently provide market analyses, forecast gold and cryptocurrency prices, building an image of having foresight. In the live streams, they confidently advise investors to put in more money, suggesting amounts beyond just $5 million, promising enormous profits. To increase their appeal, they flaunt trading accounts worth millions of dollars, publicly listing investors who are making huge profits, making viewers believe that joining in can change their lives. Groups on Telegram with hundreds of members are created to execute copy trade strategies, a form of trade copying where participants only need to follow the orders of so-called experts without researching the market. But in reality, this is a double-edged sword. Once they join, investors are led by deliberately placed trades, causing them to sink deeper into a spiral of losses. Initially, they might win a few small trades to build trust, but eventually, when their capital is completely depleted, their accounts will also be entirely burned out. To further enhance persuasion, the leaders often preach about the desire to build a healthy financial investment community in Vietnam. Flowery words, luxurious images, and sophisticated psychological tricks have led numerous victims to fall into the trap, losing all their assets without realizing they are just a pawn in a pre-arranged game. Investment knowledge is always important, but not everyone has the courage to act. There are those who are eager to get rich, wanting to explore investment opportunities, but when guided, they hesitate. Brother, I'm really afraid of risks. I don't dare to do it. If you don't dare to take a step, opportunities will always remain theoretical, and the rewards will go to others. It is the lack of financial knowledge, combined with the greed for quick wealth, that has led many people to easily fall into the traps of fraudulent schemes. They are lured by promises of enormous profits. Success stories are painted so perfectly that they are willing to overlook all risk warnings. When the truth is revealed, hundreds of investors lose everything, becoming living proof of the old saying that you can't get rich without effort. But how was this sophisticated scam network exposed? In mid-2024, investigators from the Cao Gai District Police in Hanoi followed leads and discovered unusual signs. An investigation team was established. With the participation of 12 investigators, operating in absolute secrecy, they had to stay up many nights, focusing on exchanging information and tracking every trace of the suspect group. Approaching the targets was not simple, as this organization had a tight structure, clear hierarchy, and operated on a large scale nationwide and extended internationally. They not only hid themselves in cyberspace, but also rented offices in central locations with strict security surveillance. A security camera system was installed to monitor the surroundings, ready to respond if anything happened. On online platforms, they used high-security applications, which made it easy to erase traces and remain completely anonymous. In particular, the leaders rarely appear in Vietnam, making the investigation even more difficult. Not only is it challenging to apprehend the criminals, but identifying the victims is also a major challenge. Many people still believe they are investing on legitimate trading platforms, so when they lose money, they think it's just due to market fluctuations, not realizing they've been scammed. Therefore, when the investigative agency contacts them, many refuse to cooperate, and some even deny the investigators themselves. In some cases, When they receive a call from the police, they bluntly respond to stop bothering them and go back to being a regular person. It wasn't until the case was widely reported in the media that many victims suddenly realized and hurriedly contacted to provide information. After months of investigation and evidence collection, on October 25th, the police officially cracked the case, arresting Phó Đức Nam along with dozens of accomplices in Ho Chi Minh City. Meanwhile, Le Cach No, the second in command, also known as Mr. Hunter, has fled and is currently wanted internationally. This case not only exposed a sophisticated fraud network, but also serves as a warning to those who are being drawn into the dream of getting rich quickly. In the world of finance, there is no path paved with roses, and promises of no risk are merely sweet traps leading to a downfall. After all, looking back at the case of Mr. Pep, what can we learn from this? In an era where everything can be embellished with just a few online videos, many young people are easily drawn into dreams of getting rich without realizing the traps that lie ahead. The important thing to remember is that no success comes easily. The promises of guaranteed success, the glamorous images are just a facade covering the harsh truth. If getting rich were that simple, why isn't everyone successful? True value doesn't lie in what you boast about, but in strategy, honest labor, and real experiences. Everyone has learned to distinguish between true value and tricks that prey on greed. The case of Phó Đức Nam is an expensive lesson, showing that glamour can deceive the eyes, but it cannot replace honesty and sustainability. Instead of chasing distant dreams, choose the path of learning, training, and effort. Success does not come from promises, but from your own hands and mind.